Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, in this video, we're going to go over the Power Commander 5. I just installed it on the Grizzly here, 2015 Grizzly. And I'll go over the interface on the laptop where you hook the controller to the laptop and you bring up your map and you view it. And you can make changes and all that. I'll go over that right quick. I just installed this. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out. I put the Power Commander 5 on it, and I also put this gauge here that has an air-fuel ratio, which is kind of what this is all about. The air-fuel ratio gauge monitoring what we're doing with the Power Commander. So let me show it to you where I mounted it, and we'll get going. Okay, I mounted it right here in the front here. This is really where it was designed to be mounted. I built this little pouch, and it's velcroed down right there, and it just sits right there. That way it's kind of shock proof, and I will probably put it in a little like sandwich bag. That way it'll be waterproof. Okay, let me set the camera down here. Alright, sorry about that, guys. See a little pouch I made? It just slides right in it. That way it keeps it from banging on anything. Shockproof. It's got Velcro on the bottom of it. So anyhow, there it is. I'll hook it up to the laptop. I'll bring up the Power Commander 5 software and get it all hooked up and show you that and kind of how it works and why I went with the this controller, Power Commander, rather than some of the other ones. So let me get it hooked up, and I'll get back with you guys. Alrighty, you have a USB cable, and this is the only way you can change your map. You don't have any buttons on it. You have to hook it up to your laptop. Bring up that. Okay, there it is. I have two maps in it. I think I told you that in the other video. Like I said, if you haven't checked that one out, you can. So we'll bring up map 1 here. We'll view map 1. Right there it shows map position 1, map position 2. There is map position 1. This is your map, your fuel map, and it shows you where you're adding fuel, taking fuel away. This is your percentage of throttle, how much throttle you're giving it, and this is your RPM, so you can view it at 10% throttle at 3,000 RPM. You're adding 10% of fuel, and this is let me show you the next map. This is the map that Power Commander programmed in the controller when they sent it to me. So this is what they figure this machine needs, the changes it needs. I don't know if you can see. Oh, what did I do? I'm pushing buttons. Here, fix that. So I'm not going to make any changes. But as you can see, at 2% throttle, at 1700, we're starting to add a little fuel, and then it starts going up. It's kind of an oval if you look at it, where the fuel's being added. Okay. Now this next map, and that is map number, or map position 2. Here is map. I keep setting this thing on. I'm sorry. Okay, there is map position 1, and I'll run it with both these maps, and we will view the air-fuel ratio gauge and show you the difference of the two maps. Alright, this map here, I just made this map, and I'll show you what I did. It's the same as the other map, except for right here. At 0% throttle, we're taking out 15% of fuel, all the way up to 2200 RPM. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to view my air-fuel ratio gauge and see the change. And that is map position 1, and the other map, which was, I'll show you, there's no change for idle on map position 2. And it will show you your RPM. So let's get it running. Let me open the door, get it running. Okay, I'm trying to get next to the door here so we can get the fumes to go outside. That way I don't fumigate myself doing this. Okay, I'll show you the map switch. The map switch is right here. As you can see, it's just a little toggle switch. There we go. You can see it. There's a number 1 or number 2. Number 1 is lean. Number 2 is rich. You would just switch that, and that will switch between the 2 different maps. So we'll start off on rich, because that is no change at idle. And I'll run it, and I'll switch it, and we'll monitor the gauge, the air fuel gauge, and you'll see the difference. Okay, let's get it fired up. Okay, we're going to be watching our air fuel ratio gauge. This gauge here, well, I won't go into that. You can watch that in the previous video. Come around here. There you can see current map, number 2. Fuel adjust, 0. We're running off factory pulse width right now. We're not making any changes. And we'll view our air fuel ratio gauge, and it's setting at 12.1, which is this gauge. As you can see, it's starting to come up. The lowest this gauge will read is 12.1. So that is what the machine is running at factory. As you can see, it's coming up. It starts leaning out as the engine warms up. There's our engine temperature, 102 is going up. Now we're at 12.3 now. Hope you can see that. So we're on map 2, which this is just a view. So this is kind of the reason I went with this controller rather than a different controller that has buttons on it, because of the ability to view your map and know what you're doing, make future changes. You can really just fine-tune your unit and know what the hell you're doing, because you can see your map. You can know what changes you're making. So there it is, 12.5 air fuel ratio. Alright. That's the map we're running right there. No changes. Current map, position 2. You can see we're at 12.5, 12.4 on the air fuel ratio. I will change the map switch, which will lean it out, and we'll watch the air fuel ratio. Alright, here we go. You see it start to climb. See, we're running at 13.0 now. Here's the map we're running now. Our fuel adjust is minus 14%. We'll view that map and show you. See right here, I built this map to take 15% of fuel out at 0 throttle in this RPM range. And there you can see it. It's taking 14% out. Current map position is 1. switch it back and you'll see it reaching back up. Where's it at? Okay, ready? Here we go. Immediately went right back 12.6. Now we're in current map 2. So that's why I put the air fuel ratio gauge on, to know what the hell's going on, if you're tuned correctly or not. Without that gauge, you could be over here poking around doing stuff. Okay, I want to lean it out, and you really have no way of knowing whether you're running correctly or not. With this setup, I have 2 ways of knowing. One, I can view the gauge, and I can know if I'm running too rich or too lean. And this, I can view the map and know what I'm doing. So does it make sense? Current map 2. Map 2 is here, we'll view it. No changes. Map 1, see, we're taking fuel out. Show you one more time. Switch it. See it jump up, way up there. We're taking fuel out. Map 1, see it's map 1, that's what we're viewing. We're taking fuel out. See, it's really jumping up there. 16.1, so we're island, super lean with minus 14%. We'll change it back. See it jump down to 12.8, so that's, so fuel adjust, 0. Okay, so that's the difference between no fuel adjust and 15%, which was a bunch on our air fuel ratio gauge. Okay, so that's the scoop, guys. I'll wrap it up. So we are on map 2. Let's view map 2. There's map 2. As you can see, nothing, and then it starts adding 4%, 6%, 10%, you know, 20%, 40% of throttle. In this RPM range, it's going to be dumping a little bit extra fuel. You can see the map. I'll view it over here. So watch the fuel adjust. That's how much fuel is changing. You see that jump up? 5%, 6, 8. And it's going to go up through here. As your RPM go up, your throttle position goes up, you'll look in here and figure out how much fuel you're adding. Okay, let me shut it off. I'll kill it over here and see if that'll. That is why I went with this controller. It was a little more expensive. The information is good stuff. If you're going to mess around with your tune and start modifying stuff, I don't know how you could do it without it. That's why I've never put a controller on this, to be honest with you. And I kind of seen all this set up. I'm like, yeah, that is something I can work with. I feel comfortable with it. I know I can get it running correctly. Are you there? Are you guys still with me? I hope you guys, if you are, thank you. Thank you for watching. Check out the previous video if you want to see all the install on this. And now I'm going to work on the airbox and make some modifications, and looking forward to getting the bigger throttle body on. That is going to be cool. Okay, you got the picture. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Over and out.